it's Mega Man. The year is 20XX, and it's another episode of Game On. Today we have some game news for you over the last week and then some. We also have a look at Bit Trip Runner and an interview with YYR Games, both of which happened at PAX East a few weeks ago. We also have an overview of the new DLC available for Mega Man 10 on all consoles. And finally, we have a review of Cave Story for WiiWare. Now, if you excuse me, I got a city to destroy. Hey, you don't call me pew, 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 pew. This is Game On. Hey, welcome to Game On. Hey, I am the Walrus, Player 1, Alex Wanshura.
Hey Mega Man, how you doing? And I'm Player 2, Tony Wanshura. Why am I always Player 2?
Because, I don't know, you're the one who was born first, weren't you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe because I'm better than you. You ever think about that?
Well, maybe.
Do you like Konami?
Yeah.
Well, they had an event a few weeks ago.
Oh, tell me about it. I think they want to know about it too.
And that's the headline for our game news.
I'm going to hang out with Mega Man.
Transition! Why do we even have a transition? I have the video ready. Just go for it!
Konami Gamers Night on April 9th was full of games coming out for multiple systems, and all it did was make us thirsty for more. Bring it, Konami! Castlevania Lords of Shadow was available at the show, but no new videos available. This title is a new venture into the Castlevania series, taking a more God of War approach rather than the old arcadey feel. Developed by Mercury Steam, the game is being backed by Hideo Kojima of the Metal Gear Solid series, so it looks like it has a lot of effort going into it. Will the game match what the series has brought to us over the last few years? We'll find out later this year. Lost in Shadow is a unique platformer heading to the Wii this fall, and without a shadow of a doubt, it looks good thus far. In it, you play the separated shadow of a boy, and have to battle up a magical tower in order to find your body again. The game involves shifting of perspective, lighting, and items in the real world in order to change the shadow landscape. It certainly has an eco feel to it, which isn't a bad thing at all. Scary and gruesome horror movies are back on consoles, as Konami announced that Saw would be getting a sequel, aptly named Saw 2. There's a short and gruesome trailer, but little else was displayed. Speaking of horror, apparently a new Silent Hill game is also in development for Xbox 360 and PS3. Game Informer stated that the teaser trailer simply had a guy getting scared in Silent Hill, while an unseen creature was snarling nearby. "The silence ends" was the tagline. So are we finally ending the series? To end the look at Konami Gamers Day, Konami had a handful of downloadable titles shown off, notably Rocket Knight and a newly announced Russian Attack, Ex-Patriot. Rocket Knight was announced last year as a sequel to the old critically acclaimed franchise with the same name. In it, players assume a possum, Rocket Knight, who uses blades and other weaponry, including a large mech, in order to save the day. Awesome. Possum. Russian Attack, Ex-Patriot is a rebirth of an old NES franchise game called Russian Attack. Very much a side-scrolling action title, this game appears to be taking a page from Capcom's Bionic Commando Rearmed book, mixed with the hint of Shadow Complex. Not to say that's bad, but we'll have to wait and see later this year. Oh, other news. Yes, it seems that a few big games were announced this past week. In particular, the next Gears of War was announced, along with the release date. The tentative time is April 2011, so you do have to wait a little bit longer for the big stuff to come out, but at least Halo Reach comes out this fall, right? Also, Crysis 2 finally showed off its first trailer, which is shown back-to-back with Gears of War 3 tends to make me wonder if they had hired the same movie director.
Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York.
Haha, you like that little twist in there? I originally did stuff with Konami's Gamers Night, but there is just more stuff keep coming. In fact, there's some more stuff I want to talk to you about right now.
More stuff.
More stuff.
You're going to talk about more stuff.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they demand it. They want it. This is why they turned this show on.
Yeah. Maybe the show turns them on.
No.
All right. Anyway, you know that game XCOM?
Yeah. No, I don't.
No,
Tell me.
XCOM was a real-time strategy game. No, it's a turn-based strategy game.
Really?
Anyway, it's a strategy game. And in it, you fought against aliens who enslaved humanity and
original.
and killed humans and so forth. It was a very generic plot, but it was a
Yeah.
very good game. Well, it's back for HD consoles, but it's a first-person shooter.
Of course, everything has to be first person.
Everything is a first-person shooter. There's only one screenshot of the game available right now, and we know it's developed by 2K Marin, who is also involved with the second BioShock. So maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I mean, worked for Fallout.
I mean, it's the second BioShock.
Yeah, it really did. Oh, and speaking of space, well, this has nothing to do with space.
Then why you bring it up?
Anyway, Infinity Ward. You know, Infinity Ward is the developer
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare.
Yeah, didn't like 2 guys get fired?
Yes, the 2 founders of the company got fired last month for apparently doing something in subordination of some sort. And, well, a bunch of people are leaving Infinity Ward right now because they're being sued by Activision. Well, they started it. The 2 founders formed a new company called Respawn Entertainment, and then they started getting sued by Activision for doing something stupid, and then they sued them back, and now people are just leaving and hemorrhaging the firm. I can't remember the list off the top of my head, but let's have fun. Just have them scroll up.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
Well, comparatively speaking. The fact of the matter is they have to find a way to clog that hole and milk that franchise. All right.
Like they do everything.
Like they do everything. Oh, speaking of lawsuits.
There's more?
Yes. In 2008, Nintendo had an unfortunate lawsuit with a company called Aniscape and was supposed to call for $21 million for, quote, 3D motion with rumble. Pretty bad, eh?
Yeah.
What are you doing all the way back there?
I'm just being epic.
You're not being epic. Anyway, well, they got the whole thing turned around. Nintendo doesn't owe them anything. You gotta look out for Nintendo. Their lawyers are ninjas, secretly.
Like Mega Man is.
Like, Mega Man's not a ninja, he's a robot.
But he kind of jumps like a ninja.
Just the same day they were told they don't have to pay that, another company is suing them for Wii Fit. Apparently the company has a balance board-like product in which you lean back and you control some sort of wand thing. It's like a bike, but without the wheel. And the website doesn't even show anything, but there's a screenshot of what you can do on it, in which it happens to have a GameCube and Xbox on it. So we'll see what happens when that comes out. But don't mess with Nintendo. Whatever you do, because they have a way with things. They have a way with making things disappear, making lawsuits disappear, and money appear in their pockets. So with all this craziness...
Hey, I was turning my Xbox, and I was trying to play Halo 2, and I went online, and nothing worked.
You didn't get the memo?
There was a memo?
There's
a memo.
There's a memo.
When was I supposed to get that?
You weren't supposed to, except you may have. I don't know.
Dang it!
You see, Microsoft has recently stopped the Xbox Live activity for old Xbox games. This includes the like of Halo 2, original Project Gotham Racing, anything that was released on the original Xbox, including Xbox Originals, will no longer support Xbox Live.
Then how am I supposed to go online?
You're supposed to buy Halo 3 or anything else that came for the Xbox 360 because those are still available. You might still be able to get online right now, but in the coming weeks or so, there will be nothing. And soon you'll just have offline mode, which is actually rather fun anyway for Halo, at least.
Goodbye, Xbox.
Why am I saluting?
Well, I don't know. Some epic thing in the background.